Right now I'm across from Truax Island, where we've been before. See the water pump, pumping water up for some fields there. That's not what I'm here to talk about. I'm here to talk about white privilege. So everything in Oregon below the high water line is public property. So all of this beach here is public. I can be there. But to get here, I came in on this trail through the woods. I'm not actually sure whether it was a continuation of a public road or if I was going through private property and that's somebody's pump for their private field. I don't know. And one thing I haven't mentioned, but it's all as a factor when I'm going through these, lovely rolling Willamette Valley landscapes, people here, most of them are going to be nice to me, If I got a flat tire, I'm sure they'd help and bring me a cup of water. But there are people here who would shoot me without a second thought for looking at their truck wrong. And I'm always a little bit worried, like, who am I going to run into? I'm also a white male. I'm 42 years old, kind of balding, like to wear polo shirts and Dockers. And it is always on my mind that even in places where I feel nervous, like I'm a little nervous here, I might be trespassing. People don't take kindly to that. That it's probably not going to cause too much problems. And I realize that's my privilege. I feel nervous enough, but there's other people who don't look like me, who don't look like most of the people here, who would reasonably feel really nervous. It doesn't mean that something bad would necessarily happen. But, sometimes, trespassing, they'll just be like, oh, okay, you made a little mistake. Or sometimes people might get really angry. And that really depends on what you look like. And, when I'm doing all these little explorations, finding side roads and stuff, that is something that I keep in mind. And I think it's something that we should all keep in mind because it's easy to remember other people don't have the experiences that we do. So this is the road I came in on. Looks like just a dirt margin of a field, but it never had a sign that said ending public road. But I think I was reading on Jennifer Lynch's Instagram a quote from James Baldwin. So second hand, and now I have it third hand, giving it to you third hand. The only real question you need to ask, James Baldwin says, would you rather be white or black in America? And once you have the answer to that, everything else is just talking around that question. That's a really broad question, but in this particular instance, walking down a margin of a field, the fact that I'm a, white guy, 42, polo shirt, Dockers, not actually Docker brand Dockers, but general concept, I feel really good in this situation. I'm still a little bit nervous because I don't know who's going to get mad. But, sometimes I just stop and ask myself, what would this situation look like if I wasn't who I was? It really is a good question to ask. We don't need an answer, we just need to ask the question.